Hey everyone, this is Mike, and today I'm going to talk about probably the single biggest difficulty we have in navigating and negotiating life. And that is the demands, these absolutistic demands that we place on ourselves, other people, and the world. Now, of course, this comes from CBT and REBT, and the idea is that when we demand that things be different than they are, in an absolutistic sense, we are setting ourselves up for disaster. I do want to differentiate between conditional demands. So, for example, if I want to be a doctor, I must go to medical school. Yes, that's true. If I want to avoid jail, I must follow the law. Yes, right. And there's also demands that are not as literal. So, for example, if we say, I should or I must, get my teeth checked or my have the oil changed in my car. That's kind of more of a want. I got that in the back of my mind. And of course, there are self-imposed musts if it's a more religious nature. But the absolutistic demands I'm talking about is people must do what we want them to do. No. Even if it's for good reasons. People must communicate better. No, they don't. No, they don't. People must follow the law. No, they don't. If they're willing to face the consequences, no, they must not. Not at all. You must treat me nicely. No. You must treat me fairly. No. There's no reason people must do that. We want them to. There's no I must be successful. No. The universe doesn't go along with that. Who are you? If it was meant to be, it would be. If it must be, then it would be, but it's not. By the way, even things that are important, we are fallible, imperfect beings. I have a very important job. People's lives are depending on it, right? I'm a doctor or a firefighter. I must do this perfectly, otherwise people will get hurt. No. There's no reason. We are imperfect, infallible human beings. We try to do it right. We try to be perfect. I must do it the right way. No. Now, are there consequences for doing it wrong? Of course. There's people's lives are at stake, and you could even run afoul of professional responsibility. That is true. But it doesn't take away from the fact that we live in an imperfect world where we have all sorts of things going on that we're not aware of internally and externally. Don't bridges collapse? Don't people make mistakes on the operating table? That's why there's malpractice insurance. Just because the thing is important doesn't mean we are no longer susceptible to the rules of reality. The universe doesn't say, you can't be perfect. Unless there's a real consequence. Unless people's lives are, in that case, you're going to be perfect now. No. No. People should follow the rules. No. People should do what they do. We want people to follow the rules. There will be consequences, or there could be, for not following the rules, but we cannot demand that the world and people be different than it is. There is no reason you must find the person of your dreams. There's no reason you must go to a good school. There's no reason you must get a good job. There's no reason you must make a lot of money. And if you do, there's no reason you must keep it. You want to. You hope that you do. You desire to. You try to. You work for it. Must it happen? No. No. People must treat me the way I want to be treated. No. People must treat me the way I treat them. No. People must do the right thing. No. No. There's no reason they must. We want them to. Would the world be a better place? Yeah, absolutely. Right? Would it be a good thing? Yeah. Does that mean people must do it? No. The world must be a place of peace and love, of a brotherhood of man. No. No. Obviously not. Right? Would it be nice if it was? Yeah. Can we try to make it that way? Yeah. Right? Must it be? No. It has to be? No. Nope. So, this idea of getting rid of these absolutistic demands, I must live up to my own values. No. You want to. It would be better. It would be more congruent with who you are. But must you do? No. Now, if you want to be, here's the if again, if you want to be congruent with your true nature, should you do? Yeah, right, yes, right. If you want to have a better chance of a relationship, yes. But must you do it in general? No. I must have a good relationship? No. I must live congruent with my values and beliefs? No. No, not at all. Why would you think that? Right? So getting rid of these absolutistic demands, these musts, these shoulds, these have tos, these ought tos, or the opposite, these should nots, must not, ought not, could, can not, these things, we have to get rid of these absolutistic demands. That is the single difficult challenge that we face in our lives. These demands that we place on ourselves, other people, these absolutistic demands on ourselves, other people, and the world. And once you make a demand that something must be, well, what do you do when it's not? You've trapped yourself. It's a very rigid way of thinking about the world. And resilience, happiness, optimism, being able to deal with adversity requires flexibility. The more rigid you are, the less options you have. So we want to pursue things in a more realistic, flexible, rational way. That doesn't mean that these things aren't important. We all agree the world would be a better place if people were nicer, yes. If people always played by the rules, yes. If people treated us the way we treated them, yes. These are all good aspirational things. And I can agree that the world would be a better place if we lived in that world, but we don't. We don't, and that's the reality. We don't. And to act as if we live in a world that doesn't exist is delusional. It's delusional. That doesn't mean we don't try to be the best versions of ourselves. Of course we do. Of course we want to. But that doesn't mean we have to or that we will always succeed. So try to get rid of these absolutistic demands and change them to preferences, desires, wants, and wishes. Keep them aspirational, but recognize we are imperfect, infallible human beings, and we will never have things be the way we demand them to be because we want them to be. Hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time.